Hello all, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a love coming spread for all of my Pisces out there for the week of July 21st to the 27th of July. So from July 21st to the 27th of July, that's for all of my Pisces out there. So without any further ado, let's get this thing popping. Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see for all of my Pisces out there. Show me cards I need to see for all of my Pisces out there. What kind of love is coming towards them during the week of July 21st to the 27th? What kind of love is coming towards them July 21st to the 27th? Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Okay, we're popping here. We're getting in. Ooh. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so here we go. Sorry about that. All right, so right off the bat here we got the Six of Pentacles. So a person coming towards you is definitely looking for an equal give and take. They're definitely looking for an equal give and take, and they're looking for a 10 of Cups situation, which is a long-term commitment, possibly marriage, possibly involved in a situation. And also, funny enough here, it looks like they probably have been through some stuff. Something, it probably wasn't, it probably was something that just needed to end. But you got the Six of Swords energy here. And that feels like, I'm getting a sense here, they just pretty much felt as though it was time to move on to calmer waters, something a lot more calmer. And you know, Pisces, it looks as if they feel as though that you are that calmer situation. They've decided to, we have the Chariot here, and they've decided to take charge of the situation and actively let you know, hey, I'm interested in you. You know, let's see where this goes. So they're actively taking an active role in actively pursuing you to try to see what happens here. But again, this is not so much a rebound energy as it is they just feel as though whomever or whatever they were involved with, they just felt that it was time to kind of start something fresh, something from scratch, move in a different direction. So this is not rebound energy here. So no worries as far as that goes. In addition, here we have the Page of Pentacles here. Page of Pentacles energy here, which is an Earth sign individual, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. And you know, this person definitely could be an Earth sign individual. They're really examining their pentacles. They're taking their time. They're kind of careful about what they say. They're really thinking about the kind of communication they want to have with you. So this person seems to be an Earth sign individual, and they're really contemplating, you know, about how they want things to move forward here. In addition, here we got the Six of Cups energy as well here. And so this tells me that this also could possibly be someone from your past, or in addition, it could possibly be someone that's been checking you out for a hot minute. Actually, they've been admiring you from afar for a little bit, and you know, that's pretty much why they feel as though moving forward with you, moving into calmer waters, is probably a good way to go here. Now, in addition to that, we got this Ace of Wands energy. This is a fire sign individual. This is pulsating. They're sexually attracted to you. It's really popping. It's really popping. And really feeling it. Is a fire sign individual, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. A lot of sexual energy there, a lot of sexual tension there. So they're really feeling it. They're really feeling it. However, I want to give you heads up ahead of time. They're also dealing with the Ten of Swords energy off this individual. And they have just come off a hellish backstabbing, a hellish situation that they are just getting out of. So this is absolutely a rebound situation, for sure. Not to say that not all rebound situations turn out bad. Okay, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that this person just came off a hellish relationship with someone where they felt stabbed in the back. Ten of Swords, they felt stabbed in the back, betrayed, heart, the whole nine. And so this individual is kind of moving towards you. They got the Two of Wands energy, so they're looking at you and they're also looking at somebody else as well. But just give you heads up that person is definitely coming off of a bad situation, so that is definitely a rebound situation for sure. And again, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a bad thing, but just keep that in mind. All right. So with that being said, let's see what kind of strengths that you're going to be working with during the week of the 21st to the 27th. Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see for all of my Pisces out there to see what kind of energy they're going to be working with during the week of the 21st to the 27th. Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. Show me what kind of energy my Pisces are going to be dealing with during the week of the 21st to the 27th. All right. Ooh. Okay. All right, my Pisces, you got a lot of stuff going on here, a lot of strengths, which tells me there's a lot of deep knowledge here. So right off the bat here, we got the Eight of Pentacles, and one of your strengths is, hey, you're a worker. You like to get things done. Whether it be work, apprenticeships, tasks. You're really task oriented. You get it done. You get it out the way. So you can even be at the job. You're working on your pentacles. You're working on getting yourself together, dotting your I's, crossing your T's. In addition, another one of your strengths is, believe it or not, got the Ten of Swords here. You know what it feels like to be betrayed and stabbed in the back, for sure. You've experienced it yourself, and so, like I said, maybe this particular individual that has been mauled, so to speak, in the relationship department, maybe you probably will be able to understand where this individual is coming from. So that's why I said it may not necessarily be a bad thing. But you definitely know how it feels, and that's one of the strengths you possess. You have the knowledge of how that feels to be stabbed in the back, to be betrayed. In addition, here we got the Nine of Cups, with fulfillment here. So, you're in a really good place. You're fulfilling your wishes. You're getting things done. You're at a good place emotionally, mentally, possibly. You're working on getting yourself to where you want to be financially. Thus, the Eight of Pentacles card here. So you're in a really good place. And in addition, here we got the Emperor card here, which means you're on a solid foundation, a solid, firm foundation. You have the ability to assert yourself. So you pretty much know what you're doing. You're on solid footing right now, during the week of the 21st, 27th, excuse me. So you're going to be on some solid footing there. In addition, here we got the King of Cups card. King of Cups says to me that in addition to that, you want to make wise decisions when it comes to being generous and being courteous to other individuals. So you do possess the ability to have, again, a degree of empathy and sympathy for other individuals, and you like to make wise decisions when you're reading people and measuring out that. That's why I said this person that was stabbed in the back, you may be able to really relate to that because you know how that feels. In addition, also just like the ten of swords, you got the Tower card here. You know how it feels to have sudden upheaval, something come out of nowhere, bang, and just kind of mess up everything that you thought was one way turned out to be another, and it happened suddenly. So that, again, that's letting me know that that's pretty much doubling down on the aspect of you being able to have sympathy and empathy for individuals that have been betrayed, because you yourself have had that experience very up close and personal. Also, we have the Judgment card here, which means renewal, awakening, possibly a reconnection of some sort. So that is definitely a strength that you possess, is that you have the ability to re-energize. You've re-energized yourself. A reawakening has taken place, and that is something that is definitely a feather in your cap. Also, we got the Page of Page of Cups here. Page of Cups here. That Page of Cups energy tells me that, that's kind of like a melancholy card. Messages, communication, that sort of thing. So, it definitely seemed to be okay in that department. And finally, here we got the Hanged Man here, and that tells me that if things, definitely a strength that you possess, if things start going sideways, you're not afraid to put the brakes and say, "Nope, not doing this, not for me. I'm going to suspend my decision. I'm going to wait. I'm going to push the pause button here to kind of see how things shake out." So if even if you do decide to get involved with this other individual, like I said, there's an Ace of Wands. There's a lot of sexual energy here. A lot of creativity, so there's a lot of energy and sexual attraction going on there. Even if you do decide to go with this other individual, like I said, it just got off of this hellish relationship, coming off of a hellish relationship where they felt betrayed. And even though you know how it feels, so you can probably be able to relate with that individual, if it starts going sideways, you're not afraid to say, "Hold up. Let me pump the brakes on this. Let me see where this thing takes me before I go into this thing head first." So those are strengths you possess. So let's see if there's what kind of things, what possibly could affect you from the past that could affect the outcome of this. Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter, some cards I need to see, some cards I need to see. Whoa, for all of my Pisces out there. For all of my Pisces out there, to see what things from their past could affect the opportunities of these relationships. Alright, so we got the Knight of Swords energy. That is a very swift, fast moving, cutting energy. So something from your past that definitely affecting the way that you perceive the situation is that quite because of your past experiences with possibly being with being stabbed in the back and sudden events and so forth, you're not afraid to make quick, fast, cutting motions to cut something out if it looks like it's going to be toxic. You've been there before. You don't want to deal with it again. You're willing to kind of put the pause on things to give someone a chance to see where things go. But if it really looks like it's going to be a very deep toxic situation, you will cut it. Something that happened in your past that has definitely affected the outcome of this. If the situation looks toxic, you'll cut it quickly. And also the Knights of Swords energy also, not only is it very swift, it's very quick, and sometimes it could be a little bit fork-tongued as well. And that's so you're not afraid to to tell it like it is as you're cutting it. So And also here we got the Five of Cups. Crying over spilled milk, looking back in the past and regret. And so, again, things that could affect the outcome of this particular situation is that things that happened to you in your past. Pretty much reiterating the fact that you've had tragic things happen in the past, and you are not afraid to. You're not afraid to walk away from a situation. If it gets too hectic and afraid to cut it off, but that could definitely affect the things in the past. You don't want to be regretful. And the things start looking like they're moving in that direction, the memories of the past could definitely affect the outcome of this. And finally, here we have the Eight of Wands energy here. And, that's a lot of rapid, fast-moving information, energy, community coming at one time. If things look like they're getting too hectic, if there's a whole lot of, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of anything popping off, you're pretty much not going to be interested. But if it does require you to do some communication, maybe you felt as though you didn't do a lot of communication back in the past, and this particular time could affect the outcome of this. Is if it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of communication going back and forth, then you have no way of knowing where that person's head's at. So again, those are things that could definitely affect the outcome of this particular situation. Let's see if Spirit wants to bestow upon you any kind of additional information before I shut this thing down. Sun rising in Jupiter, some cards you need to see. If there's any additional information you want to bestow upon my Pisces before I shut this thing down. Okay. All right. Okay. Ready, but waiting. So it's quite possible, again, that it's like as I said before, Spirit is basically saying, listen, it's okay to be ready. You're ready, but you're waiting. Kind of emphasizing what I have already seen in these cards here. You're ready to move forward, but for the right person, but so you're waiting, and that's okay. Take your time with this particular situation, because matters of the heart sometimes can throw a person off their game big time. In addition, magnetism, attraction. Make sure there is magnetism there with this person, not only physically, but mentally and emotionally too. Make sure there's a magnetism there. There is a gravitas towards that individual, and that they're gravitating towards you as well. So make sure there's an equal give and take here. And also, Spirit wants to say something you definitely should keep an eye on is consistency. Make sure that the individual is consistent in their behaviors and consistent with things that they say, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Make sure there's a sense of consistency, so you can get a real bead on where this person's energy is and where they're coming from. That'll save you a whole lot of time and heartache in the future, especially when it comes in terms of relationships. So, with that being said, I'm going to shut this thing down. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe. If you haven't already, please get a reading if this resonated with you. Even if it didn't, get a reading with you so we can dig down with your particular situation. Again, my name is Adonis. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.